Mercury opposite Jupiter. This is the big one. I've looked at this a lot last year too when I did the forecast the year ahead. This one caught my attention. So Mercury and Sag opposite Jupiter and Gemini. It's quite unique because they're both retrograde. They are both in their detriment and they are both in each other's zodiac signs, and that's called mutual reception. So they're equally dysfunctional, put it that way. That's how I would see it. This is just huge. This is huge, quite significant as they are retrograde, right? Jupiter in its detriment, being in the sign of Gemini, it's always about the expansion. I already explained this when I talked about Mercury and Sag. It's almost the same thing. Mercury and Sag is about local, focusing on the details. Well, focusing on the personal, current, present moment more than anything, gathering information, helping you. Sagittarius, which is also Jupiter rules Sagittarius, it's about the bigger, expansive picture and being very optimistic. These two signs are very optimistic, and these two signs both love information. One wants it in a small way and a very local, personal, present moment way, and the other one wants it in a big, expansive way. And how can I do things in the biggest, most amazing way possible? All right. The opposition between these two means that there's a lot of tension going back and forth between the two. Mercury and Sag, fragmented information. Jupiter and Gemini, just means that we're between the both of them. It's fragmented. It's like we're not feeling clear about things. Back and forth information. I can see this as this only shows up on December 4th. This isn't something that is when either they are in the signs together, but Mercury at this moment of recording, December 7, Mercury is not even retrograde yet, but Mercury and Jupiter are in mutual reception and in detriment, but it builds to December 4th. So I would expect that in the 3-week time period from when I'm posting this and recording this until we get to December, it is December 4th, actually. There is a lot of misinformation that's happening right now. I mean, people are reeling in the world. And so, just like whatever, you can see all the scenarios you want. I'm not going to evaluate them here. And that's what I see. There's a lot of misinformation and confusion. What do I want from you? What does it mean for you? I'm going to be my Gemini. I'm going to come back to you. The opposition is just a mirror. It's showing us who we are, right? And when we do get to this point, December 4th, by the time we get to this, within just a few days of it, the mirror is right in front of us. It's big, it's huge. We get to see who we are. We get to see how we communicate with others, and we get to see how they communicate back to us. When you walk into a room and you're pissed off about something and you just have an ugly attitude, no matter what, even though your partner, your spouse doesn't deserve it, you snap at them. It can be that. That's temporary. And, we all do that. But I want you to pay attention to that. And I want you to pay attention to any of those things that might come up like that. So whether it's just a simple situation like I just described, or if it's something that's going on inside of you, however you are receiving information that's important to you, could be a colleague, could be a boss, could be a coworker, could be your friends, whatever it is, important messaging comes through. And while these planets are in retrograde, it means that things have slowed down enough so we don't have to say, did I just miss my exit? You know what I'm saying? We're not speeding past our exits. We have an opportunity to stop, take an exit, pause. I know I'm using a driving analogy right now, but Mercury rules driving, so why not? So does Gemini. So it gives us that chance to slow down, to pause, not to miss something that is really important. We don't want to miss something that's really, really important because we have this opportunity to pause. So as Mercury is retrograde, opposite Jupiter retrograde, as they are both in their detriment, as they are in this opposition and mutual reception, this is the opportunity that we have to take a moment to pause